I was really surprised to receive that award, but it's so much special when you feel like somebody around the world or friends or colleagues recognizing you for your work. I've been going through a hard life, and I never thought one day in my life that I would be standing here receiving an award from an organization which is internationally recognized. It's amazing.
I absolutely didn't expect to win it, especially with the sort of people that are in the room tonight, but it's wonderful to sort of remember the people who looked after me there, fed me, gave me a place to sleep, drove me about, translated it all in Syria, and so it was really a privilege to tell their story.
Oh, I was absolutely astonished to receive the award, and what made it even more special is that I received it from a very good friend and an exceptional role model, Jackie Rowland, who is just a wonderful example to follow in the profession, and that made me even more proud to receive it from her.
No, it felt amazing. I mean, it was an amazing shortlist to begin with. You know, I was my co-nominees, journalists that I really respect and admire, and whose high standards I really look up to. So to be on that list to begin with was a huge honour, and then to have my work recognised in that way was just extraordinary, and it's a real inspiration at the moment. You know, these aren't easy times for journalism with the sort of financial turmoil that it's facing, and foreign reporting is especially difficult and becoming more difficult at this time. So it's really nice to have this award as a kind of reminder of why you do it and incentive to keep on doing it. So I was really, really grateful for that reason.
Well, it was inspiring, and I felt very much encouraged that there's so much work being done to support the correspondents and the media in doing their work and in delivering the good message that everybody has to hear around the world.
I think they're very noble people who have, they have the art of integrity, and they're in a way trying to uphold the kind of democratic rights and freedoms of human beings, which at this time in history are being very much abused by people who are in control without proper license. I suppose I'm talking about the Syrian government, but many other governments, who are ruling people purely by inheritance and not by democracy.
Well, it was staggering. I mean, as a journalist of so many years standing, firstly that roll of honour, the people who've died, was just incredibly moving. I hadn't realised there were so many who've died in the last year, and so many in Syria that had escaped me. And it's just extraordinary to know about so many people who've committed themselves to telling the story and had died for it. And that was, to me, the big thing of tonight. But then the other stories, the award winners, each one was an inspiration.
I mean, every year I think it's getting better and better. Last year I thought it was fantastic. This year I think it's even better. So very, very happy and proud. And the best thing is how emotional the journalists are. That really makes our job seems worthwhile.
So I was pretty actually flattered that I was included to give an award to an Arab woman who is really fighting on a daily basis down the streets, because I'm a writer, I'm a journalist, and I know what it means to be a woman writer in the Middle East.
I think female journalists are increasingly more and more respected in their professions, because there's an acknowledgement within the profession that it's perhaps harder for women to break new grounds and to venture out in hotspots around the world. And as we've seen tonight, many women journalists have been rewarded for their exceptional effort.
I've always been very interested in photography, and Don McCullin was a big name which I've always liked and supported. And tonight to see him receive that award was a great moment for me.
It's not a big deal, photojournalism. It's just another extension of gathering information. The thing about photography, photojournalism, it can give you a vivid picture that would take possibly a writer quite a few kind of paragraphs to actually, bring the point home to you. I mean, there's it's not difficult taking a photograph of tragedy. It's very simple, but do you have the heart and the stomach for it? Do you have the right to do it? There are many moral questions that when I'm shooting that picture, I'm mixed up in. I'm confused and mixed by, do I have the right to do this?
I mean, it was just so lovely to celebrate great journalism and to be here in this environment. Really exciting.